as you know, for the internship, you have to choose one of the columns, and you just have to complete the items in that column. So you can do this internship type, or you can work on this internship type, or this internship type. There are three different and independent ones, so you choose which one you want. We recommend this one for everyone because it's easier one. Yeah, one of the three. This is the easiest one. Yeah, easiest one in a sense. This is like full of short-term steps, whereas this one is a long marathon, so to speak, a longer marathon. This is more of a uh, little pieces that you need to do, and you get internship as you complete the pieces. So let me explain to you what we've done. So what we have done is that we had our source code. We have a version of the source code now, and in the past it was in a different format. It was basically just one file with one class, and you had to do in that code you can find it here. Yeah, the original code was generated by Claude, which is an LLM, and it looked like this. This is the original code. It's a RAG, and we've discussed in other videos what a RAG is. But the whole RAG was just one file, this file, and the whole RAG was in this class, in this Python class. So the RAG had various elements that all RAGs have, or most RAGs have, and it had embeddings, chunking, indexing, and query engine. It had everything lumped into one file, and that was okay. The code was working, and it also had these other pieces in the file. This data extraction section. It was all lumped into this file. It was all under one class, which was this one. So you can download it and you can play with it. But for an open source project where we have lots of contributors actually working on the same code, this was not the ideal setup. So we've refactored our code. Means that we've modified, we've transformed our code into a different type of code, which doesn't have a class and has various files actually. So in the original code, we had just one file in one Python class which had all the different elements that a RAG has. We have transformed that code into this other type of code base, because we need to work with various contributors in an open source project. So we have converted that single file with a class into many files, as you can see here, and the methods which we had in the class have been converted into functions, and we've tried to put all the different functions in different files. So now basically this is our code base. This is the source code that we need to work on. And contributors, the beauty of this is that contributors don't need to focus on changing the whole code. They only need to focus on improving one of these files, any file that you want. Each file, of course, does a different thing, and it has a function to do that different thing. For example, this file here extracts websites from the company of interest, because we're actually trying to design a code that helps managers to make decisions on what to do with their companies. So we have to extract a lot of data from those companies, and each of these files does a different thing. For example, this file here, the SEC filings, extracts the government filings from that company. This one extracts PDFs from the company. This one extracts websites, text from the companies. This one extracts the news from the companies. So, and then we have other files that do other things. Like for example, this one this one builds the context. This one for example, creates the engine that will retrieve the necessary data to send it to the LLM. We have another video, and I will put it on at the end of this video where we explain the RAG. But what we need to focus on right now is on this code, and each contributor, each intern in this case, for this internship, has to select one file and has to improve it, and has to propose that improvement to us. And if we accept, if the improvement is good, we'll incorporate it, we'll incorporate it into this code. And the way you do that is by raising a PR. We'll discuss that some other time. But you raise a PR, you basically develop your own code. You first clone this repository, you make a copy of it in your local machine, you change the file that you want to change, and then you propose that change to us. And the way you propose that change to us is by raising a PR. And when you raise the PR, we'll have a meeting with you to discuss what you've improved. And if you find your improvement a very good one, then we'll merge it to the code. If we find it okay, we'll just keep it there, and we'll give you credit for your effort if your effort is substantial. And then so in this case, you can work in small features. You can change a little bit of this one and improve it, and then propose the change to us, and we can accept it, or we can keep it for the future, and we can give you credit. And then for each of these, you get like for each of these you get this first column describes the new methodology, and we've said that for each feature that you change, you get between 1 to 4 weeks of internship credit. So depending on the value and the quality of your contribution, we'll give you 1 to 4 weeks of internship credit. And then you can go on, once you finish one feature, you can go to the next one and improve the next one, or improve that one again, and you'll get further credit. You'll get more, 1 or 2 or 4 more weeks of credit, and then you can get more weeks of credit by just fixing little things and repeating the cycle of you selecting one file to fix, fixing it, and then proposing the change to us, and us accepting the suggestion, and you getting the credit. So that's a cycle that you can repeat many times with the small features. And once you complete one cycle, one small feature improvement, we give you credit. And that is explained here clearly. And in fact, we give you examples on how to do, or what type of things you can improve. And to improve our RAG, which is shown right here, to improve this thing, there are lots of things that you can improve here. And the best way to improve these things is by going to this ticket, which has the workflow of a RAG, and it has tutorials for each part of the workflow. So you decide which section of the workflow you want to focus on, and then you read the tutorials, you learn about that feature, and then you improve our source code and suggest, propose the improvement to us in a demo, show us how it works in a demo, and then we'll decide to keep it or to actually implement it to the source code, and we'll give you credit. So that is the current, that is the best way to get the internship credit, and the easiest way to work in this internship.